this out of the way. Hey folks, Brando here, and it is Monday. No, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, alright folks? Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. And I'm sitting here in my storage unit playing my records. And this is the day 2 now. I've got a jumbo profile of all of my important documents, like this right here. Right here. All of this is just Amazing Larry. All of the flyers and all kinds of documents and all kinds of stuff that I made and kept. And we're going to go through this as its own separate set of memories that I will send to Mark Watt and Sean Easton and Ryan Helms. Y'all can forward it to the public, forward it to Proofer. And, Pete, Haru. And if we ever find out whatever happened to, Gonzo, let us know. I'd love to talk to him. I haven't seen him in 20 years. So this is it. And I've got 8 cassette tapes. This is awesome. I love this. This is one of my favorite things. It's a flyer for Sean Easton, and it says, "Be like little kids. Come see this." And I had a tape of it. Cassette tape. I recorded it. But that's so cool. I love this picture. And so I laminated it when I laminated everything I had when I worked at Kinko's 20 years ago. And so now I can take this and with my staple gun, ka-chunk onto the wall. And when I move out, you pull it out, take the staple, and it goes back into the box. I've done that for 20 years, folks. And change. So that's going to be its own thing. Oregon has been on fire for a week now, and it was horrific a week ago, and it's gotten better. But the air quality around here stinks, man. It's the worst. So if I'm coughing, that's why. Plus, I was a smoker for 30 years. All right, folks? And now, since I quit, I can have one whenever I want. I choose not to most of the times, but, whatever. It's not COVID. So I've got all of this, and so I also have 8 cassette tapes worth of the best of Amazing Larry, like 3 or 4 songs from each show. We did 19 shows, but only 18 of them did we get recorded. 2 of them we didn't. The one got canceled, and the other one I didn't have the right cord or something, and so it didn't get recorded. I didn't have a microphone or something that night. But and I listened to 4 of the 8 tapes, and they're smoking hot. They're amazing. They're great. I love them. I already did a cover of one of our songs. I'm going to do a bunch of covers of Amazing Larry stuff. But I'm going to recreate or kind of make new videos. So that's what I do. Like, half of my videos, I'm either singing to you in some form or another. Different camera angles and different facial expressions and blah, 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 different songs. Or I make trippy songs videos. And that's what I did with Amazing Larry, is that each song had its own trippy loop for it. And so that's now what I do. So I'm going to go back to these tapes, and I'm just going to recreate what I think I remember of what, in most of the footage I can find here on YouTube, folks. It's great. So that's coming up. I can just plug my tape deck right into my laptop and hit record. It's just going to take some time. Luckily, the first couple tapes, we were doing short songs. Eventually, we did 15-minute songs and 8, 10, 12-minute songs. But I'm excited. I don't have any of that old footage. I made videotapes for all of the crew, and I no longer own any of them. I have 2 videotapes. And I've got Mark Watt's home movies, which had some Amazing Larry stuff. He borrowed my thing. So I want to ask what he's got already digitalized. But I'm going to make an Amazing Larry channel, because fuck it, I have all this stuff and I can do it. So I'm going to, just for historic, like Jimmy Image, he puts all of his old footage onto the YouTube. You know, all these amazing bands. But I did a blog 20 years ago. So this, as I was making that thing, here's reviews, track by track, about here's that bee that always hangs out here. I don't like bees. Especially this one. It's the same guy every single time, and he's a jerk. So it's the rise and fall of Amazing Larry. So I'm going to be reading this as a thing, and we will look through the flyers. This is amazing, too. These are all the lyrics. Theme song. Hi, man. None of these we did. These are all of Simple Simon lyrics. Like 8 different lyrics to Simple Simon songs. Mark Watt made this for me for my birthday one year, and I love it. It's so cute, and it's all of their lyrics for the Simple Simon. You know, I still have that CD. Well, they became Stone Soup, but it was the same songs. They just changed the name of the band, and maybe, you know, I think Shane Yoakum was the original bass player, and they just traded him, upgraded for Justin. You know, so that's all that happened. And then that's when, and I think Shane might even be on that album, playing bass on one song. So I'm going to be doing this, Amazing Larry. So this is just the preamble. All right, folks, this is just introduction, spew for Amazing Larry spew. And I'm excited. I'm really, really, really excited to go through these flyers because I designed most of them. We had some that would be Mark Watt designed them, and he would do them on his computer, or he would draw them, or whatever. So it's great. It's a mixture, but we did like 18 shows. You know. So I got all the flyers. So we're going to go through those, and that's going to be cool. And eventually, we will have an Amazing Larry designated channel. We had fans. A bunch of them have died. You know, I got like 4 or 5 of our friends died, you know, in the 20 years since then, or we just don't talk to them. There's a few people, you know, we don't know if they died. We just haven't fucking talked to them. So that's it, folks. I need to light some incense. Even though it's smoky as fuck, now that I have a place to just be zen, I like to light my incense. And I like the smell of the forest fire or whatever. It just smells like a campfire. But after a week of it, I'm kind of over it, folks. So I'm going to pause this, and this is just introduction of Amazing Larry. I'll just go real quick through a couple things. So here are, with both sides, it's 8 pages worth of notes in really little teeny tiny handwriting about every tape, all 8 tapes, and what it is, and how I thought about it. So that's great. We're just going to do this now. The Amazing Larry stuff. This is great. And I've had this for he gave this to me in 1993, I think, for my birthday. But it's the Simple Simon lyrics all written out and with little cute pictures and stuff from Mark Watt. I love it. Here's the headline, the date from when Amazing Larry was in the newspaper. I love this. It was the flyer. I went to go see them, and then a couple days later, on Monday, it was Saturday, was the concert at Zephyr, and this was still when they were still a diner. They were transferring into a bar, but it still had food. So I went in because it was 2001. They were still a restaurant in 2001, and so Saturday night he plays his little concert, and it was amazing and great and everything. And then on Monday morning, the flyers were still on the window. So I just went in for breakfast, and I took the flyers off the window and kept them. They didn't care. There's a second one that goes with this. There were 2 flyers in the window, and they're handmade by either Cammy or Sean, and they're just gorgeous, and I love them to fucking death. This is be like little kids. That's my motto, man. Why not? Here's this crazy fish montage. I must have been really high or something. So there's crazy fish montage. This was made on a computer, not by me. I think it was made by Mark, maybe, or even Eric Watt might have made this. It says, "Come see Punk Ass Bitch," was the band, and it was probably Steve. Cool Steve. What's his last name? Steve. Don't miss the show that will never happen again. It's got E.T. and like a weird alien at Europe Gyro, Kent. Wednesday night downtown. Also with Amazing Larry. November 26th. That was right the night before or the night of Thanksgiving. We gave away a free turkey that night. What's her name? Leslie, Mark's wife's sister won it. And then it says, "Hey girls, we are single." And then it says, "First 10 people get a kiss from Ryan." So it was either Ryan Helms or it was Ryan the cool kid. Here's a funny lady. Okay, I remember what it was. It was a magazine. It was called Look Magazine from the 1960s. And Phil gave me an entire box of them. There was like probably 28 no, this was 99, like 99, 2000. That summer, it was our friend Michael or whatever. His neighbor had an apartment fire, and there was like all of this damaged stuff. But one of it was a whole box of all these magazines that were from the guy was a fucking pack rat, and his dryer caught on fire. So half his shit was all, so he was just giving shit away. They were putting stuff on the curb. And so when I came back, no, because this is Amazing Larry. But it was before then. It was the same thing. Anyway, so I had this box of Look magazines that they had the wacky, because it was the late 60s, early 70s, and so it was like urban futuristic or whatever, like weird ads. And so I just turned these weird ads into the Amazing Larry flyers. Here it says 9 p.m. sharp, dig. The biggest Amazing Larry show yet with Color Wheel. I loved Color Wheel. I was still friends with. They were putting out albums. Color Wheel put out an album in like 2004 or something, and they came in and brought the CDs to me at Spinmore. We had them. I used to have one, but with moving and shit, I don't anymore. So Saturn Day, May 3rd, and we did a whole bunch of stuff about May 4th jokes that day because Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Neil Young was in Cleveland that night. We said, "Oh, we've got a special guest. It's Neil Young and Crosby and Nash and Stills. They're in the, it was funny." And then we did a cover of one of their songs. We did "Helplessly Hopeless" or something. It's funny what you remember. I love this one. This was a bubblegum ad for Bubblegum or something. It says psychedelic multimedia rock and roll experiment, which is what we were. This is the Daily Double. We played there twice. This is April 4th, and it was the Hubble Bubble Bubblegum ad. And I said, and First Light, we opened for First fucking Light, the great reggae band. Why we open, why they let us open, I don't know. Here's Amazing Larry. I love this one. It's just a kid, and he's got first place in the frog fucking jumping contest or something. He looks like me when I was a kid. Like, I still fucking look like this kid. March 8th. So I love this one. And here's one that Mark did. And this one was canceled. I don't know why. It didn't happen, or we just didn't play. Something. Critter, Sugarcane, Mojo. We knew all these people. Brother Nature, Drum Circles. It says the Earth Festival Bonfires, third annual Hypnotic Clam Bake. They were cool. The Pied Pipers were cool. Like, we knew all of these people. It says the Enchanted Forest Music Festival, which is the name of the park right up the street. It's like a like creepy story, you know. So they've got the girl, you know, with the mushroom and the spider, you know, and then there's like a witch house, and it's cool for little kids. Amazing Larry, Critter. I remember Critter. They were fucking great. One of our other friends was in that. It was like Jeff D's roommate was the bass player of Critter. Like, they were so cool. I'm still friends with him. And I love people drive past and they go real slow to crane their neck to get in to see me. But what I have to do now, because winter will be coming up, is that I have to take all of the stuff individually off of each rack. And then move all of the shelves to 3 feet or so, 4 feet within, right here, underneath the clothes. And have the shelves up to here, right here, backwards. And then I can have my storage unit stuff like in front. So when you drive past, it will just look like a crammed storage unit. But as soon as you get through the little 1 foot to get in here, it will be this awesome room, you know, to myself. So I'm pretty excited about it. But it's going to be a whole lot of work. And I should have thought about it. It's nice because I get the natural light, you know, and air. But now that it's going to be cold, I will be here. It'll be easier for me to not be as cold. Like, you know. So, there's that, folks. Alright, we're going to speed this up. I like to do 20-minute chunks, and we're at 17 minutes and 5 seconds. Alright, so here is... This was Scope. Look how happy he is to be smelling the, you know... If I did that now, it would be fucking poppers. This is one, again, Mark Watt did this one. Look how cool that is. Amazing Larry and blah, blah, blah. It's a gyro shop. No, at the grog shop. Not the gyro shop. At the grog shop in Coventry. That was a great show. We did Barnyard Barry the first time for that. I love this. This is another one. I half made this. Because here's obviously my drawing stuff. He must have been holding something different. But here it's like creepy monster. And that's definitely my crappy drawing. So I drew this creepy mask. I didn't draw this. I did not draw this. But I drew all of this other stuff. And mash up, and I did the letters, and I did the lettering, and all that stuff. With Color Wheel. We did a ton of shows with Color Wheel. We love them. Here's another one with Color Wheel. May 3rd. These are all May 3rd. I did a bunch of different ones. Here's this one again. This is the real one, because I can see where it's taped and put together. That's cool. I should have laminated all of the real ones. There's a whole stack of another real ones. This is cool. Invitation only. That's a joke. Jazz, funk, fusion for the soul. KLC. This is the not to miss event of the entire holiday season. This was great. New Year's Eve. Flyer to admit one and guest. I guess it was. Featuring a boy named Astro. But I did a whole like hour set. And then Amazing Larry did our 2-hour set. And then right at midnight, it was like all-star cast. Even I was like, doing stuff with sound effects and shit. But we did the entire Dark Side of the Moon. We practiced that for like 2 weeks. And then for money, I did the sound effects at the beginning. But then on Mars Hotel, Grateful Dead has a song called Money Money. And so instead of doing money, bum, 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 money, did back. We did, she wants money, 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 she wants money, money, money. And then right back into Dark Side of the Moon. That was cool. For the people that gave a shit, like, that was funny. And I love this. I made this as our just for ourselves, for the band for 2 months, so that we could write down our schedule of when we were rehearsing. You know, it was it looks like every Tuesday, Monday, and Wednesday, and then every other Saturday or something like that. Or some of them that are written on here. But I would like cut out, and this is the other good one. I fucking love this one. It's a ransom note. I went through all of these old magazines that I had, like Spy Magazine and Premiere and Entertainment Weekly, and I cut out the headlines. So this one says, "Life is full of complicated decisions. It's our brand new bag. Any questions? Rumble in the jungle." Here's from the newspaper. Amazing Larry, a 7-piece self-described psychedelic multimedia rock and roll experiment complete with over a dozen screens will be playing. That's funny. Late night advice. Bigger, better. I just used that in my song. Jesus. This is 20 years ago. 22 years ago. The show for oddball, weirdo, know-it-all types. And it says, the biggest night of the year, live from Las Vegas. I love this. This took me like 5 hours to make with a glue pen and like going through all these magazines. But I love it to death. It's all of these little headlines and stuff. It says, attention Kmart shoppers, what it is, it's powerful, fly, rad, deaf, funny, carnal, an escape from escapism, mad to the max. What is true for you is what you have observed for yourself. Smash the state. And then this was our headline. It said, bands begin European tour. Amazing Larry. Something new has happened to the sound of music. A psychedelic multimedia rock and roll experiment. It's a war on old images. A trip to the past while experiencing the future. Saturday, March 8th. Take a walk on the wilder side. Dirty, Smashing Pumpkins, Hip, Deja Vu, Gypsy Rose, Dandy, Cool, Stranger Than the Truth. I Know You Want To. Reality Bites the Dust. Come Back to the Future. I like this one. Well, it's better than dry humping your mother. And then it says, because we had all like 12 TVs and all the whole band, 7 people. It says, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then consider this a dissertation. Wish you were here. I made these and I highlighted what I need to say. Another show. Here's Wayback Machine with Las Vegas Tumbleweed Connection. That was cool. Another one. This is Europe Gyro Friday. Same show, but different. Here's Las Vegas Tumbleweed with the Cowboys. I think that's cool. Pretty cool. I used to have that on Reel to Reel. Here's an Elvis little cartoon that I made like 20 years ago. With Benjamin. He was like showing me how to do neat art. This was sign-up sheet for one of our Christmas parties here. It says Brownstone Holiday Blowout, and it's like all of the things. Let's see who's died. Mikey died. Let's see. Ian, we don't know. Brian, Jerry Ramone's alive. Evan, Kevin, Walter, Michelle, my bell. I don't know who that is. Mikey. Daniel, somebody. Mikey died. Let's see, Jason Proofer, Kelly Crow, whoever that is, Bert Solis, Jeffrey D, he's gone. Tom Mappin, Jim Powell, I don't know who that is. Kevin Walter again, Angel Cheatwood, Jeremy Morrow, Lawler Shane, Deja Vu, Amy, here's Amy, Mark Watt, Scott Cahoon, 311, he read 311, Bert Solis. So that's neat. Lauren, I don't know who that is. Lauren, somebody. Sinker Tom. Whoever Sinker Tom is, I don't know who that is. People would come over. I don't know who it is. Alright, here's Sean Easton. Here's the Moondogs. Here's another Moondogs. Here's Amazing Larry in the newspaper. Alright, I'm done. Alright, we're moving on to box part 2. Alright, this was Amazing Larry, and I'm going to do a dedicated Amazing Larry channel. Let me know what you think, and if you're interested, let me know. I will post it. Cheers.